Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Welcome to the live stream. Today's the day we're going to find out who wins the summer heat vote between Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante. We've already had some debate in the chat about it. I'm hoping for Kante, but I think I'm kind of alone on that. Most people are hoping for Pogba. We'll see who gets the win. I don't know for sure, but I feel like Kante would be the better player in game. And I kind of yesterday, I had in one of my weekend league matches, I had N'Golo get a red card for me. And what I actually did, I switched Ferland Mendy to my CDM, and he was just an absolute legend at CDM. So I don't know if that kind of made me think, gosh, I really want that Kante, just someone who's like really agile, someone could really be an agitator on the ball. Now I love N'Golo, and I've talked about how much I loved him before, but just something about how Mendy was playing at CDM was really strong, and I won that game even after N'Golo got a red card in like the 5th minute. But that's pretty awesome. But we catch up. Hey Dom, how you doing, brother? Hey Jack. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Jack. Dembele's an absolute ridiculous legend. Hey Arham, hey Marcus, hey Adam, hey Saints, hey OGJ, hey Saints again, hey Snows. Thank you all for joining me. I'm really excited to find out who's going to get this, who's going to win this vote. I've kind of played around with it a little bit, and honestly, boys, this is what I'm hoping to do at this point. I don't know that it's going to work if I can get enough coins, but this is kind of what I'm thinking at this point. If I, probably depending on who wins, what I can do. When I was looking yesterday, this Kante was about 2 million coins. He should come down some more. Let me just see how much he is now. Hey, chap, how you doing, brother? But this Mbappe is right around 2 million coins. I could put Mbappe right here. I can move Dembele right there, and then I could put either the winner of Kante or Pogba if I decided to do them right here in N'Golo spot, and that would actually put a tall up to 8 chemistry. Mbappe would be linked. Ribery would be linked. So that's one thing I'm kind of hoping for. I don't know if I can get that many coins or not, but we'll just have to see what we can do. That's kind of the thought process right now. A League Unguaranteed, that would be nice. That would be legend, because if I could get Ben Yedder, still, if we could get that Neymar, a League Unguaranteed pack would be absolutely insane. What do I have over here? Okay, I must have hit some objective. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we've made progress. Do we get a pack? No, just the Tifo thing, so nothing too exciting. Everyone thinks Pogba's winning. Pogba's too tall and stiff for FIFA 20. Am I going to get the gold, the zebra, or the T-Rex? I don't know. I'm kind of digging the zebra or the gold. We'll take the gold. Not that I'm ever going to put them out there or anything, but just add to my Tifo collection I got. Yeah, League On Team of the Season would be better. Well, Ben Yedder I would rather have, but he's even more coins. He's close to 3 million coins last I looked. I mean, I'd love to have. I did do the Serie A guaranteed. I did not do the Bundesliga one. And the Serie A one, we got Ilicic, so a 96 rated card. Not one I'm going to use, but great for an SBC. I haven't had somebody back me up on Kante. Come on, everybody's just for Pogba. I mean, I understand. I mean, Pogba in previous FIFAs has been one of the best cards out there, but this year, good job. You already won the 25 rivals matches. Nice work, M-Chap. Very good job. I don't think I've played any rivals matches, just in FUT Champs. We are, let's see, 11-2, I believe. So yeah, we've got 17 matches left. 11-2, so not too bad, not poor by any means. I had one game. Let me just look at my chart that I keep for Weekend League. One game I just wasn't in. The other one I lost after I was up 2 goals and gave up. There's another one of those. Whenever you're up 2 goals in FIFA, sometimes EA can just decide to turn the game against you. Thank you, Saints. Hey, Kyles, how you doing, brother? Thank you, JGHV1. Thank you. We're getting my Kante brethren out here with me. Kante I think would be the best player in game. I mean, Pogba would be fun too. You know, the other thing, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think Kante is going to be near his Team of the Year level as far as his shooting goes, because generally what they do on Team of the Year cards, like let's just look at that one real quick. On Team of the Year cards, I don't want a manager. You got half of the ride. You already got Daniel James. That's awesome. Good job, Snows. Good job getting Daniel James already. Have you been able to test him out any? But let's look up what I think would be different if Kante won So let me just go to concept players. But what they do on Team of the Year cards is they boost like everything, everything, everything. So I don't think Kante's shooting would be as strong on his Summer Heat card if he won. But I feel like his defending and physical and passing and dribbling would all be comparable. So, yeah, exactly, Kyle's. Pogba's a little bit stiff in game. I've played with him a few times, that FUT birthday version in drafts, and he's nice, but he's nothing exceptional. Yeah, I mean, I agree. My feeling is Pogba will probably win because he's definitely more popular. Kante's kind of had a couple, not necessarily down years, but, when he was at Leicester winning the title, then he went to Chelsea and won the title, everybody kind of, in France winning the World Cup. But then, it's kind of seemed like the last year or so he's been like a little bit injured, not quite as prominent, and Pogba's just always, whether he's playing or not playing, Pogba's very prominent out there playing. Oh, 3 days till Arham's birthday. Happy early birthday, brother. So, okay, so Snows is saying Dan James is sick and has won Ariel's form already. That's pretty impressive. So I'll be curious to see. But yeah, like I said, I feel like if Kante does win, he will not have that shooting boost, which honestly, you don't necessarily need that. This Team of the Year Kante cards, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at that agility and balance, 96 agility, 99 balance from a CDM. He's just such an agitator whenever you play with him. So M-Chap, you did Vidal Summer Heat. I was going to do him. He looks awesome. Then I decided I don't have a specific place for him in the team yet, and I wanted to see who won between Pogba and Kante. Oh, there you go. There you go. Pogba's hair messes him up, that's for sure. Yeah, I did really want to try that Vidal Summer Heat as well. And in the U.S. over here, where I'm at, I'm on the East Coast in the U.S. It's almost 1 p.m., so let's see, 12:53 right at the moment. So we're about 7 minutes away from reset. Let me make sure there was nothing. Pogba could. That could have something to do with it, where Kante does have a Team of the Year. But I'll also say Pogba has a FUT birthday card, and if you compare like some of the other FUT birthday people, like look at, Mbappe's the most known example, but like I believe Marcus Rashford's FUT birthday card is more than his Team of the Season. So that 5-star weak foot FUT birthday card is also something pretty crazy. So. Let me just get rid of that. Let me see if it's still this way. I believe it was at first. Yeah, in the UK, yeah, it's almost 6. Hey, Big Blind, how you doing, brother? So let's see. Rashford, about 200,000 for his FUT birthday card. Let me see what his Team of the Season card is now. And it may also be different because of what's been packed. But at one point, Rashford, so... right around the same price, which is crazy because if you compared the stats between the two, Rashford's Team of the Season card is miles better than his FUT birthday card. Same thing with Mbappe and his FUT birthday card compared to his Team of the Season card. It'll be about 5 minutes, Matthew. Today should be the date they release it. I use Streamlabs for my streaming. It works out pretty well for me. Streamlabs OBS. It's based off the OBS system. Get all these relisted. I've got just over 1 million coins right now. If we could get a League On player pack today, that would be absolutely insane. I've got my dog asking for food again. Maybe I should go feed him before the reset. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Yeah, the doggy knows when I'm streaming. I was remembering to feed him right before I would go live, but I forgot the last 2 days. Neymar, yeah, 60K. Some of the, let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything real quick on our SBCs. Nothing's expiring soon. Streamlabs OBS on Xbox, I use what's called Elgato. It's a Elgato capture tool that I run my Xbox through, and so then the Elgato sends that feed to my computer, my streaming computer, that then keeps everything going. So the Bundesliga team of the season players expiring. I'm not worried about that one at all. There's just no one there that I'm interested in, and I think everything else is fine. I also think about how many players I would have in my team if I didn't bother with any of these prime icon upgrades, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, some of these cards, like, I still think I could do a lot of work with just regular gold Neymar out here. So Neymar's gold is going for, let's see, how much? Is it 60? So, yeah, for less than 60. I mean, tons of them out there for less than 65,000. It's actually crazy. Oh, that's awesome, Snows. That'll be awesome. Yeah, those work really well. Capture some nice gameplay. Yeah, I saw that, Adam. That's absolutely insane, brother. So did you get your team complete? Did you get Tagliafico team of the season, Adam? And then Mbappe so I mean, if you were brand new to the game, like if you just started, that'd kind of be interesting in a way. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to do them. I don't want to put any resources into ones I'm not going to use right now. But it would be interesting to start the game over right now. Just have a gold team with like Mbappe and Neymar and some of those. Get gold Messi, gold CR7. Just build your team out with some of those. Complete Daniel James. You could make a pretty strong team in a hurry if you just started out now. We do still have one more draft token to try to get some packs. I don't have any packs open. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, let's see. We've got, how long do we have? Just like 2 minutes. I don't know if I have time. I've got so many of my league-wide SBCs. I'm only missing like the expensive teams, so I haven't really made any other progress on completing some of these league-wide SBCs, but it'd be fun to get some of those done so we could get some more packs. You bought Thiago team of the season for 40K. I mean, it's crazy how cheap some of these cards are. Like, let me see what that one we packed yesterday is. So we packed Slimani team of the season yesterday. So let me just change this to value high to low. But he was going for so cheap. I mean, and these cards are going to go down even more over the next week or so. So like Slimani, what's he going for at this moment? 38. He's up a little bit from where he was right at the start. There was even one, I should have bought it for 21,000. I don't know why I didn't just buy it. That would have been the smart thing to do. But he's up a little bit. Let's see what Ramos is going for now. Yeah, I don't blame you at all for that, Dom. That's probably the smart thing to do. I don't know how I keep getting dragged into playing. I'm always like, I'm not going to play as much, but then I always do. So this Ramos team of the season has come down a lot. I mean, if anybody's got extra coins, in my opinion, he's the best center back in the game. We've got about like 1 minute remaining. Let me just go and see here. I know that one is expiring, that Bundesliga one. So we've got, there's our countdown. 18, 17. Everybody's hoping. We want Kante. Yeah, the transfer market's just crazy. So let's see, is it going to be Pogba? Is it going to be Kante? Here we go. We've got our New Year's Day. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who we're going to get. Let's back it on out here a second. Go back into squad building challenges. See if it's updated already. It is pretty crazy. Oh, Pogba. Pogba, you dog. 95 rated Pogba, though. That's a pretty nice pace boost. That was one thing I was worried about, because his FUT birthday card, you almost have to put a shadow on him because he's got that weird spread. So Pogba's got the win. You dog, Pogba. We'll look at that one in just 1 second. Only 2 parts. I imagine it's hard to imagine it being anything other than like a 86 and an 88 or a 2 88s, but we'll take a look at that in 1 second. Let me just see if there's anything else first. Then we'll get back to that dog Pogba. Gosh. Do we have a shapeshifter? Oh, league unguaranteed. Yes. Okay, that makes up for Pogba. That is fine. Yes. That is awesome. That is awesome. 84 rating, 65 Kim on the league on one. So that is absolutely insane. And it looks like Pogba is in the players tab. I think they've kind of done them both ways. So at least it's one people can work on until the end of the game if they want to. Let's see what the well, let's look at his stats first. So Pogba still has that weird spread from acceleration to sprint speed. I prefer it to be reversed. I would rather him be 93 acceleration and 79 sprint speed. His agility is a little bit better, but I still feel like I would put an engine on him because he still needs a little bit of an agility and balance boost, I think, with his height of 6'3". They did not boost his weak foot. It's 4-star weak foot. His defensive awareness is a little poor for someone who you want to maybe be slightly more defensive minded, but his strength is next level. He is an imposing presence out there. His attacking is pretty nice. His finishing is slightly poor, but not terrible by any means. Tons of shot power. Passing is great. His dribbling stats outside of agility and balance are awesome. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, Mbappe, Neymar, Ben Yedder, those are the ones I'm hoping for sure. I guess Neymar is the one I want more than anything. But now we'll take the plunge. What is he going to cost us? An 84? What? And an 88. Okay, that's honestly cheaper than I expected. Pogba's in the past have required a lot of different things, so I feel like that's actually not too bad for that Pogba 84 and an 88, especially this one's with 50 chemistry, so not bad at all for that. So we may complete that. I don't know what else we're going to do. I mean, I'm just so worried about him being stiff in game, but he is an imposing presence out there in the midfield. I guess the other thing is I don't know where I would play him because he's not really... I don't think he would be better than Luka Modric as a two-way CDM, but he's also not a pure ball-winning CDM, more like my N'Golo or someone like Kante. So I don't know what that would be. I mean, I don't know exactly. I'm worried about him being stiff. I really don't know what I'm going to do about that Pogba. I just don't know what... We're going to have to think about that, boys. We'll have to think about that a little bit more. Let's go ahead and knock out the Ligue 1 Team of the Season guaranteed and do that Shapeshifters Challenge and see what we can get from that. Yeah, an 88 rated. That is an icon pack. That's exactly right. But I'll be really curious to see how he plays in game because, like I said, he is fairly stiff, but people love Pogba. People will try him out. Kind of like this Fabinho in a way, like he's not a bad card by any means, but Fabinho is more of that ball-winning CDM, so you can kind of accept that presence, that big presence out there, where Pogba in attack, if you're trying to get him to twist and turn and do moves, he may be held up a little bit doing things like that, but we'll just have to see what's going on with that. All right, let's see. We'll put Pellegrini out there, put Zapata, we have Felipe, we have... Dennis, and see what others. Are we still real low on like 84s and stuff? All right, we've got several 83s. We'll just put all those. Hey, Oddhav, my apologies if I mispronounced your name, brother, but thanks for joining me. Let's see, we have Milik. And also, anyone new here, please subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. We've been trying to go live basically every day around 15 minutes before reset, checking out all of our new content, just having fun, hanging out. 94 Marquinhos, that's not a bad pull by any means. Now, let me just filter out some cards here. Let's see if we're going to have enough rating. Sometimes it surprises me. Sometimes I have a good handle on it, and sometimes it shocks me what you need. So you don't need a ton of chemistry, but you do need some. Let me just fill out some of this stuff. Let me put... Okay, this would be decent here if we have Tyson there. Tyson was one of my legends at the very beginning of FIFA. I mean, look at that card. He had the most pace of any midfielder in the game. So that was one of my starting players on my starting team. I am looking forward to that a little bit in FIFA 21. It's kind of fun when you're like building your team week to week. But then you kind of get to this point where you have like a really high-end team and you're almost just waiting for that next epic player to be released because no one else really improves your team at all. So be interesting to see what happens. I mean, 94 Marquinhos is not a bad card by any means. If he fits your team, well, I remember you sent me your team. I don't think he would slot into your team because you've got that Premier League back line. But, he is not a bad player by any means. Let's just see if this will give us the rating. That does give us the rating. Let's see if we can come up with anything better for Kim purposes. Oh, where's Miranda? Let's put Miranda out there. That's one thing I meant to do, actually. And we can put Coates out here. That'd give us a little bit more. And your Thabel's not linked with anybody. Do I have any... Let me see if I have any Ligue 1 stuff. Would that make it better or worse? That makes it worse because I lose my Brazilian links. That makes it worse. Let me see what La Liga stuff I have. try to build this on out here. Any decent La Liga stuff I can get rid of. I have Sergi Roberto, be fine if I have to get rid of him. Pacheco, Nacho would be fine. We'll just see. I don't know if an 81 would work. This Fernando, if an 81 would work, that would be amazing because that would have Brazilian links, be all the way around. That only puts it up to a 53, though. That's surprising. What if I put Sergi Roberto out at left back? That takes us up to 61, but we've lost our rating. We go to an 82, so that's got to be an 83. Pogba's best player in game. Charlie, that's just your Manchester United supporting talking. Pogba's nowhere near the best player in game. Oh, we got rid of Pellegrini. No wonder we're off on our rating. Okay, that makes sense. So we're at 57. We don't have any links on our other side here. And if we do... Okay, now let me go back to Fernando. Can we do that? That gets us up to 60, Kim. We just need a little bit more. Let me just play around with this down here. That would take us to 63. You know, a cut. I don't know if I have those. I'm so low on position modifiers. Let me just mess around. Oh, there we go. That does it right there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so we'll have our League On team of the season. We're hoping if we get Brazilian flag. I mean, I just thought about that. Snow's kind of had the Brazilian flag troll. Let's see. Well, he's better. He's not better than Kante's Team of the Year card. Kante's Team of the Year card is much better than that Pogba. Good luck, Enarf. Let me know what you got, brother. I think that would, Jack, the only problem there is you're not having a lot of defensive support with that, Jack. So, you know, I feel like you do need some, like if you look at someone like Luka Modric, who is, in my opinion, the best two-way midfielder in the game. But if you also look at his defensive stats, I mean, he's 88 defensive, 83 defensive awareness. You know, his stand tackle's 92. So, I mean, even though he's more offensive, he gives you some stuff in defense as well. So, I mean, he's always doing something. And in my opinion, I mean, look at that 99 agility, 99 balance. I mean, Modric is made for FIFA 20, where Pogba's made for like FIFA 18 or FIFA 19. Oh, I got you, Snows. You're on the web app. No way. I'd have got Mbappe. You took my Mbappe, brother. I should have submitted it. I'd have got the last Mbappe available in packs. Congratulations, brother. Nice pull on that. If we get Mbappe, then, you know, well, Ben Yedder. I would prefer to have Ben Yedder, honestly. But, you know, Mbappe would be absolutely insane. All right, let me just see. Let me complete this Headliners Challenge too, so we'll have that one ready. We'll open that first. Our Shapeshifters Challenge, that's what it was. We get a Prime Electrum Players Pack for that. What do we need? We need 80 rating. We need one Champions League. Oh, no, just one rare card. Doesn't have to be a Champions League card. 7 Max Leagues. Player from same League 5. But we do need 80 rating. Let me just see what goalkeepers I have. I'm going to put Pacheco out there. That would be fine. Because he plays better than anyone else I've put out there. I've tried tons of people, but Atal just, even on 5 chemistry, does better. And you got to, I mean, once you get to this stage of the game, you know, sorry, I jump everywhere around here, but once you get to this stage of the game, these players have such high stats that the chem is not even that important anymore. So you look at it, I'm losing out, you know, I've got 99 acceleration, he's boosted to 97 sprint speed, so I'm missing 2 sprint speed. His attack positioning and finishing is already at the top, agility 94, balance 92. His defending stats are already next level, so he offers me a lot playing as a wide cam. Both an attack with that 5-star weak foot plus tracking back. So I've tried a lot of different players out there, but Atal is still, even on 5 chemistry, much better than anyone else I've put out there. He does everything for me. And I've tried, you know, like I said, several different players out there, but Atal just does so much more work than anyone. And like I said, you've got to, at this stage of the game, these cards are so boosted that some of that stuff. Savigny, that's a rough one, brother. That is a rough one. All right, I'll finish up our Shapeshifters Challenge. So, let's see. Do we have more La Liga backline? We can only have 5 players from the same league. So, there we go. That's perfect because we need 80 rateds. And let me see what I have. I don't really want to put out a right back. And I've only got a 75 rated right back. Maybe I'll come back to that. I could put Guy out there. We'll just see what we can build. And now we can get a CM. Put Trigueros. Now we need to change leagues up. Let's see what we have. Maybe Bundesliga. Pogba is pretty cheap, actually. An 84 rated squad and an 88 rated squad. Much cheaper than I thought he was going to be. So honestly, not too bad for that Pogba. But in my opinion, I would maybe wait till see what people think of him first. I know people are always hyped when cards like this first come out, so you may not get the best opinion. But I do worry about him being kind of stiff in game. All right, so we only need just probably any gold. It doesn't have to be anybody. I wonder if we can even get away with a 75 rated. Let me just put this guy out here. No, it's got to be higher than 75 rated. And let me try let me just pick a league because it's taken forever to find a higher rated. Let me try this 78 rated card here. That still doesn't give me the 80. Wow, that's surprising. That's surprising. So, go a little bit higher. Let's try this one. Will this one work? Still doesn't work. My goodness. I'm hoping the 80 rated will work. I thought we basically already had it. Let's put Nzanzi. That still does not do it. Wow, we only had this one, not even that low rated of a card. We put this 76. Okay, that does it. So then we'll have our Prime Electrum Players pack to open. Saving all your fodder for the Ultimate Team of the Season pack. That's not a bad idea at all, brother, for sure. The League Unpack has a lot of what I'm looking for in the Ultimate pack. So, I'm really excited to open up the League Unpack. New for today is Pogba 1. We have a League On Team of the Season pack to open. And there's a Shapeshifters Challenge where you can get a Prime Electrum pack. So here we're just getting 2 rare goals. Got Rafinha. And who's our other rare gold? Caligiuri from Schalke. And we've got a Prime Electrum Players pack. And then we'll have our prize. It'll be that League On Team of the Season. League On Team of the Season pack. Okay, so nothing epic from this one. Marquinhos, Kovacic, and Barnes Littmanen are going into the Ultimate Team of the Season pack. I'm hoping Saints, appreciate it, brother. So that's pretty poor out of that Prime Electrum pack. Getting that, that's pretty poor. I feel like the Ultimate Team of the Season pack may be like an 86. They've lowered all of these so much. Did we get any good silvers at least? We have a Saudi League one. Is he worth anything? Maybe like 700 coins. I'll take that for him for sure. 84 is the rating for the League Unguaranteed. I think it was 65 chemistry, so not crazy chemistry, but a little bit of chemistry. And this one probably get about 700 coins for as well. And we also had a championship silver. Better check this one. Yeah, FIFA, this is what it needs to be. I understand we can't have 95 rated Pogbas at the very beginning of the game, but you could have 84 rated cards, and just let us have fun grinding the game, wanting to log in, wanting to have fun. That's what it is all about. I'm right with you on that, Charlie. It just makes it so much more enjoyable when you have stuff to do, and it's not like, okay, on Monday you get one new SBC card that you may or may not use, and you wait. Then the new content is Team of the Week, which those were terrible all year. And then you get marquee matchups, and then maybe you get one other card. It's just, people log in at the reset, and then they were just logging right back off. So, it just makes it frustrating when there's not this new content, when there's stuff out there. You don't need Littmanen or Barnes, and you have no fodder whatsoever. Yeah, don't blame me on that, brother. Mr. Professor picked Pogba. Part of the problem. No, I'm just kidding. Pogba could be epic. He's been, like I said, one of the best midfielders in previous FIFAs. I'm just a little worried about him being stiff this year, but we will see. I feel like, pretty much any of those tall players just have felt stiff this year. Ones that have been like, think about someone like Milinkovic-Savic in previous FIFAs. I don't know if you guys have played with him, but he was maybe one of the best defensive or two-way midfielders in previous FIFAs. This year, no one even touches him. He didn't really have many upgrades this year, but, just those players that have been, or Vieira is another one, you know, who still can do work for you as a defensive mid, but anyone you're asking to attack, I mean, you just don't see those big, stiff. Rio Ferdinand's another one. I know some people have done some work with him, but well, even though, but the team of the year, though, is like 1.6 million coins, you know, so that's why it didn't really bother me about his team of the year version. Pogba had the first FUT birthday card, but I'm just stalling right now, waiting to open my League unpack. Let's go ahead and do it. Here we go. Here we go, people. League on, team of the season so far player. Bless us with something strong. I'd love to see Brazilian flag, even French flag. I know there's lots of trolls in there, but I would take one of those. Let me see something good, baby. Give me something good, baby. Brazil. Okay, French flag, striker. No, one of the worst, one of the worst. Camera, 87 rated. That is rough. Lala is a massive win, Mr. Professor. That's a very nice pool. You know, he's slightly down now because there's that Tete available, but that's pretty rough. Pretty rough, pretty rough, pretty rough. Camera, 87 rated left back. I mean, not a terrible card by any means, but not going to fit our team. Just going to go right back into some other pack. But we submitted an 88 in that, which not that I had to submit an 88, but, you know, we submitted a good bit of value to get that 87. So pretty rough. Awar is not a bad pull at all, Marcus. He's a very solid player, good two-way player. So that's terrible, terrible, terrible. Camera. But we still could have our ultimate, team of the season pack and maybe get something great from that soon, but pretty poor from that one. Let's see what else we can do. What else can we do? You know, after that, you know, you don't feel like playing. I guess what I'd kind of like to do, are there any other packs we can grind? I'd like to finish out some of these other things. Yeah, that is a massive L, just massive, massive L. Maybe, let's grind out a couple 81 plus double upgrades, see if we could get anything from that. I need to do a little bit more from that. Adam, you got camera too. That's rough, brother. That's a rough pull for sure. Let me just grind out a couple of these 81 plus packs, see if we can get anything good from these. Maybe do 2 of them, see what comes out. I've stockpiled several rares now, so I've got some fodder to be able to do these. And this would actually help us, you know, if we need to craft something else. So, what do we have? Okay, I've got so many the Argentinian, I've been holding on to all of my Argentinian rare golds just because those help out in the CONMEBOL grind. But they're just so much cheaper now, and I've got a lot of them stored in my... Now, I'm not going to do Bellotti. He just doesn't fit my team, but I've got so many Argentinian rares stored in my transfer market now, there's just no point of holding on to the rare Argentinians. Even Gazzaniga is fine. Submit him out there. Okay, there we go. There's one. That one was perfectly at 50 Kim. We'll do one more of these. See if we can get anything else a little bit stronger. And then we have a chance to pop something epic like Mbappe. Alright, one more of these. Gold, low to high. And Depay's not bad either, Kyle's. The 3-star weak foot's a little iffy on him, but you know, you can ask him to make runs for you down the wing. Certainly not a bad player. 5-star weak foot. So, you know, you can't complain about Depay at all. This is not a bad player by any means. I missed one. Okay, that's fine. Let me just take this one and this one. And anything else? Pop him out here. Do I have another left back? And we'll do Kolasinac. And center back. Yeah, Chem Styles only come out of gold packs. That's right. Those are only out of gold packs. Silver packs and bronze pack consumables are pretty much just fitness items and contracts and, you know, some of the, you know, managers and the healing people or whatever, the people that boost your training and all that type of stuff. So we're off on Kim here. Make this change. That'll give us a little bit. And anything else we can do? Would that do anything? That would give us +1. And then I could just get another striker. That would be fine. That would be fine. Put Jermaine Defoe out there. From Dom's favorite club, Rangers. I don't know if Dom is still here or not, but all right. So we have two 81 plus double upgrades to open. Chem styles have become. This is the most expensive. Like I don't know how many of you guys are like longtime FIFA players or not, but it's crazy this year. Like these chem styles like shadows and things like that. I mean, it used to be those were maxed at 5,000. This year they raised the max to 25,000. So you're paying like as much for this chem style as you are. Like you can buy 4 shadows for what Mbappe and Neymar cost. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. There's Dom. I knew that would get Dom out of hiding if we start talking about Rangers. So let's see what we can get. From the Ultimate, I mean, it's almost, in my opinion, from the Ultimate, it's almost the same as the Ligue 1 one, where you can get Neymar, Ben Yedder, and Mbappe. Those are probably the 3 I most want to play with. My club is broke. Yeah, I know. I feel you, brother. And then our luck is just terrible. Our luck is just terrible. Gomis, 81 out of an 81 plus. And Zahavi, duplicate. That is brutal. We're getting killed on our luck today. So we got to turn it around right here. This is the pack with Mbappe. This is the pack with Mbappe. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, it's going to be at least a flag. Nothing special, though. Argentinian flag, center back, is this Otamendi, so 83 rated, and a center back, so that's not a bad pull, but nothing to write home about by any means, unfortunately. And Manja Matic. Okay, at least let me kind of do this real quick. Let me see who I have that I need to just put back into the team. I know Zahavi I shouldn't have brought down. Let me see if there's anybody I can replenish into the club. Zahavi, I know I've already done. I just don't enjoy. I used to be really big into Madden. I mean, I love American football, but I just don't dig Madden as a game as much. I don't know, just something about FIFA and football just works out perfectly for a video game. It's been a long time since I've really been into a Madden game. Probably the only other game I play in any quantity would be Mario. And that's just, I play that with my kids a lot. That's just something or, my son who is 7, he's really into Mario right now. So we end up playing a lot of Mario Maker 2. So we've got those we can submit. Then I just got to pop all these guys back up top. At least I got some of them. All right, open it up, Mr. Professor. Let me know what you got, brother. I'll just send all these back. At least I cleared that out a little bit. I've got so many rares. French, striker. No way, Mr. Professor. No way, Mr. Professor. I think you're trolling us. I think Mr. Professor is trolling us. I'm not convinced anyone's packed Ben Yedder all year. It's weird that you hardly, like, even when I'm playing like these high-end top teams, it's rare to see that. I guess I've seen them a couple times. I see that team of the season Neymar quite often, but it's rare that I see team of the season Ben Yedder. But if you pull Ben Yedder, Mr. Professor, that is absolute legend. Take another look at this Pogba. 84 and an 88 is certainly a fair price. You get a rare Electrum Players Pack and a Prime Mixed Players Pack. Tempted just to do him, just to test him out, to see if he's any good. But what would I put up top? So if I did Pogba... But that's the thing, Pogba is just not very defensive-minded. I feel like he's got to get forward a little bit. If you really packed him, Mr. Professor, that's absolute legend. Congratulations, brother. I thought you were trolling us, but if you really got Ben Yedder, congratulations, brother. You hit the gold mine right there on that one. Congratulations. Absolutely epic. We do Pogba. See, that's the thing. Would Pogba and Modric be enough of a presence in the midfield? You look at like N'Golo, 93 defense. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, brother? Oh, there you go, Mr. Yeah, definitely just discard it for sure. For a 95 rated, I don't think it's steep at all. I honestly thought it was going to be 288, so I didn't think it was too bad. 98 Mbappe from 81 plus. What are you guys doing? Everybody's having all the pack luck. Hey, Methalise, how you doing, brother? Probably be streaming another 30 minutes or so, something like that. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to try to do the Pogba, test him out. If I'm just going to continue with this team. We're kind of in that period where I'm not sure what to do. Let me take a look at some of the other Mbappes available on the market. Like, I just don't know if it'd be worth getting. Like, I don't think there's a good enough vignetter to play with in the game right now. I mean, there's that one Shapeshifters version where he's like a right wing, but all the other ones are so poor on stamina. Just curious what else is out there, as we're not going to be able to afford his team of the season, his team of the year, or his FUT birthday card. But doesn't he have a 93 as well? I don't know. I don't know for sure if we'll play games tonight or tonight. I'm trying to say today or tonight. I don't know if I will play games today or not. Still trying to grind some stuff out. Let's see. So the 93 Mbappe. Let me just add this one to my transfer targets. And let's look at that one. Just compare that one, because that's the only thing. You still, even though you have better searches, you still can't search for a specific card. So, I mean, that seems like so many coins for that card. 999,000 for a 93 Mbappe. I mean, I do have the coins to buy it. I don't know what to do, boys. Who did you pack yesterday in your 2 rare gold pack, Brandon Reyes? Let me know, brother. Everybody's got all the pack luck today except us. We're having it rough. Mr. Professor is going to put Ben Yedder on the bench. Put Ben Yedder on the bench. Everyone would think you just had like his 83 or maybe his old player of the month on the bench. And then you pop out team of the season, Ben Yedder. Like, yeah, 95 Ter Stegen. Nice pull, Brandon. Absolutely insane. Everybody's just pulling epic stuff left and right now. That's what I did yesterday. I was up to about, you can actually almost do the gold pack method now. You know, I've talked about bronze pack method all year, but when you have a lot of stuff in packs, you can actually open gold packs, and you have a decent, if you open up enough of them, you're going to pull enough special cards to do something, because things just pop so much easier now. And I was up to about 1,050,000 coins yesterday, and I used my 50,000 coins to open gold packs, but didn't really get anything great. You can get an 87 rated squad with 74 Kim, with 91 Littmanen, 91 Barnes, 92 Gabriel, 94 Marquinhos, 91 Kovacic, with a 78, a 75, and an 82. That probably, I feel like the way they've lowered them, it's going to be like an 86 rated squad for the Ultimate Pack. That would be my guess. That would be my guess for sure. So that's kind of what I feel it would be. Okay, what are we going to do, boys? If I do Pogba, I would go into a game, Adam. I'm undecided on if we should do Pogba and what we put up top. Should I do... I think Ter Stegen is better. I mean, and honestly, I prefer Longley to Militao. You know, I feel like... you know, if you're going to pick a center back to do from La Liga, I would do Longley, and then that would also be a perfect link with Ter Stegen, and then you could have a different league center back if you needed to, or something else. So, like, if you had Kimpembe or something, you know, you could have him here, still have Ter Stegen on 10 chemistry. Not that Ter Stegen needs to be on 10 chemistry, but it still helps his speed out. So having that speed boost with a little bit on chemistry does. I'll stick with 90. I got you, brother. I would maybe, in my opinion, that at this point, outside of the really, really high-end Virgils, I feel like you would be better off with either Militao or Longley, just to have that extra agility boost. But Ter Stegen's the best keeper in the game by far. So you know, I would definitely keep Ter Stegen. And then, and I don't know who you were playing as keeper before, but if it was like Allison or something like that. The other thing you can do, if you can keep Virgil, if you could also do Longley, then you could have Virgil and then link him with Andrew Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold. If you happen to do this Wijnaldum right here, that would be, a perfect link for Virgil. So you still have some stuff right now. But Militao is really strong, but I do prefer Longley to Militao. I think he is better than this 90 Militao right here, in my opinion. So I think, let's see. I kind of want to try Pogba just to test him out, just to see what he's going to do. You have too many right wingers. You got 95 Mahrez, 93 Gnabry, and 91 Daniel James. Yeah, that's a lot of right wingers for sure. I mean, you certainly could start either Mahrez or James and then have the other ones as your super subs. I think that Mahrez is a really strong card. Daniel James, I haven't tested out that one yet. Yeah, Ter Stegen is better than De Gea for sure. So I think you would be better off. I mean, that's one thing I try to get to people is that, I mean, keepers in this game can help you out a lot, and this Ter Stegen has been the best keeper all year. Even his gold version. Just when you have a keeper you can rely on, it just really changes your game. I played with that 92 De Gea some, and some games he'd be absolutely insane, and some games he'd just let everything fly in. So I understand that completely. If to replace him with Ter Stegen, for sure. But honestly, you don't even have to. I think Ter Stegen, even on 7 chemistry, if you could have him even on 7. Let me just see. Let me just move something around here. If we did this, then Ter Stegen would be on 7. He still gets to 99, 98, 99, 99, and that's without a boost from the manager. So, you could get him up to 8 chemistry on that, and he would still be 99 on everything except for his speed. So, I mean, you certainly don't even have to have him. The best Premier League keeper is probably De Gea. You are right, Charlie. You start Daniel James and you sub on Mahrez for Benzema. Yeah, that Mahrez is going to be much, much better than your Benzema Snows, for sure, for sure. All right, let's see. What could we do? What are the French striker options if we end up doing Pogba? Is there anyone besides Mbappe? Dude, Pogba, bitch. That makes me not want to do him, brother. I don't know. I just don't know. He's so stiff. I want to try him out, but I'm just worried about him being so stiff in game. Wonder how much this Henri costs. That would be kind of fun to play with. Let me just put Henri out there for a minute. How can you not like Henri? Now, I don't think he's that great in game, but yeah, he's only like 600,000 coins. Good agility, terrible balance. It'd be kind of fun to play with Henri. Medium, that's a little poor, but Mbappe would definitely fit my team better, but Henri's a lot of fun. For the 95 Pogba, I mean, he's got amazing stats. I'm so worried about him being stiff in game. In FIFA 20, these tall players have just been not the meta all year. And it's just because agility and balance is so important this year. So I've played with his FUT birthday a lot in drafts, and he's fine, but I wouldn't say he's next level by any means. The other thing I worry about is you've got to find a good position for him, and I don't feel like he can be like a pure ball-winning CDM. He's more of a two-way CDM, but in my opinion, Luka Modric is the best two-way CDM in the game, or two-way midfielder in the game. So, I'm not sure what to do if he's worth it or not. I really just am so worried about him being stiff in game. That someone like Fabinho or Vieira this year can work because they're more ball-winning CDMs. But when you're asking someone to attack, it just makes it a lot different. I'm assuming Moments Henri is a lot more expensive, but let's just see how much Moments Henri is. So yeah, a little over 1.3 million. Baby Stoichkov, I've used him in previous FIFAs, but I've played with his different versions of him in drafts, and he's solid for sure. FUT Birthday Griezmann. The only thing about FUT Birthday Griezmann, I feel like he's got to be in the middle, and I've got Ribery and Dembele who would occupy my stuff over here. Vidal or Pogba is a very good question. It's more who's going to fit your team, in my opinion. So I think both of them. I think Vidal, honestly, just from my opinion, I feel like Vidal would be better in game than Pogba. But Pogba could surprise me. I don't know for sure. Just my feeling is Vidal would be better in game. Like those players who are a little bit shorter and stockier seem to move a little bit better. Like N'Golo moves really well. He's more like a pit bull. He's only 5'9", but he's more like a bowling ball pit bull, just kind of strong. So Dom's doing James Summer Heat playing squad battles. There you go, brother. That's the great thing about that Daniel James. You can just play squad battles and get him complete. So it makes it a lot more fun. But this N'Golo moves well. He gets forward for me a good bit. Not a ton of goals he's banged in, but playing as my ball-winning CDM, still 4 goals, 32 assists, and 119 games. Not a bad goal contribution from him. But he actually moves pretty well. Snow's planning out everything for his ultimate team of the season pack. Oh man, Adam, that's rough, brother. What's your record at now, buddy? Scored in the 116th minute and then conceded in the 120th. That's rough. It's crazy how much the game can change in extra time, change in the 90th minute, 120th minute. I had one earlier yesterday where I gave up a goal and we've talked about how terrible the passing is this year. I gave up. I was making a pass, did not go where I intended it. Gave up a goal in the 120th minute. It went to penalties, but luckily I was able to win in penalties. We did sell 1 silver. From 10-6 to 10-9, that's still not a terrible record, Adam. Where have you been finishing previously? Have you been getting gold 2, or where have you been getting to previously, Adam? Yeah, you still just have to go for it. Sometimes when you have a streak like that, just play a squad battles match, do an SBC, do something else. Just kind of shake it off. Sometimes I even just go and restart the game, just something to kind of shake it off a little bit. Get something going a little bit differently. The other thing, I need some. Yeah, it's rough. It's tough. The game can change so much in extra time, and especially in the 90th minute and the 120th minute. And also, I'm not a huge fan of what they've changed to penalties in a way. It seemed like there was some skill involved in penalties before. Now it's just completely random. I mean, it wasn't great that you could see where the players were turning, but Savigny, yeah, that's a little bit rough, Big Blunt. He's not a terrible card, but certainly not cracking hardly anyone's team at this stage of the game. Pogba, keep coming back to Pogba. Keep coming back to Pogba. 6'3", stiff as a board. Terrible acceleration, great sprint speed. Not great defensive awareness, amazing strength. Hierro Prime Icon, very nice, Danilo. That is awesome. It's so hard to pack an icon. That's really absolutely insane, brother. Good pull. You normally end 1 or 2 wins short of gold 2. Okay, well, you still have a really good shot at gold 2, Adam. You've still got a great shot at gold 2 for sure. All right, Sim just completed Pogba. I'm torn on whether to do him or not, whether to try him out, because we would have to change up our team a lot. I'm just really torn at 83 agility, 73 balance. Great dribbling other than that. I guess the real question would be, is it worth buying this Mbappe or any of these other Mbappes to fill out my team to test out Pogba? Now, if I could get if I could get Team of the Year or Team of the Season Mbappe, I would say it'd be a no-brainer. Like this 92 Mbappe is 700. I mean, that's so expensive for that card. What's the 91 going for now? 500. Gosh, that is just so pricey for that card. I still feel like in real football they should allow the keeper to like run at the penalty. I feel like everything is so geared. Almost wish they changed the penalty box or something like that a little bit differently, because I hate when like a penalty on like the very like far edge of the box is like changes a game around. If they weren't really in a scoring opportunity, and then you get like a spot kick that most likely to fly in, and it was from like a terrible penalty that wasn't even from a real good scoring opportunity. So I almost wish they changed it to where keepers could be a little bit crazier trying to save penalties instead of having to stay back and all that type of stuff. I wish that, just a real football thing. That's one of my peeves, I guess, on that is I wish it was a little bit more geared to helping the keeper out, making it a little bit more fair. Still buying Sudamericana cards. You're selling 6. Robert Bourbon, lowest 500, and the highest are 2 cards up. Trying to make a profit. I mean, some people I'm sure are still doing the Sudamericana. I haven't really been grinding it as much just because we've been packing so many high-end players, with how many things have been in since summer heat. That's what I'm trying to decide, David. I feel like he needs to be more in a two-way midfielder role to be successful, but I don't think he's going to be better than Luka Modric, and I'm worried about him. Like, I'm worried about Modric and Pogba in the midfield not having enough defensive stability. I'm playing a 4-2-3-1, but, I'm not sure that I'm going to get enough defense between Pogba and Modric. Jack is going to switch his team up. He's going to replace Mahrez with Daniel James. I mean, that's not a bad idea. If you're playing him out wide, I mean, Daniel James, as far as making runs, there's hardly anybody that's going to do more work than him down the wing. And like I've talked about, wing play is so important. If you can get those passes up and down the wing, it just opens up, unlocks defenses so much. So certainly not going to lose a lot by putting Daniel James out there. I loved his Future Stars card. Did a lot of work for me. I haven't had a chance to test out his new one yet, but I think it would be a really strong card as well. Just still torn on frickin' Pogba. What to do, boys? I guess the main reason I hate to spend, I've been kind of saving up my coins to maybe go after someone like Team of the Season Messi. Let me see what he's going for now. We're just kind of at that crossroads where we need to make a good decision, because if I spend 1,000,000 coins on Mbappe, even if I sell him back for 1,000,000 coins, I lose the EA tax, and he's likely to go down on Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So, we're kind of at that crossroads where we need to make some good decisions, really get our team figured out. See what Messi's is going for now. Now, he should come down on like Monday or Tuesday, but he's up actually a little bit from yesterday. Kind of after that early hype of people just opening up all their saved packs is gone. Comes up a little bit, but then I'll come back down on Monday or Tuesday. But still, I'm a good bit of ways from that. I just don't know what to do, boys. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. We've got a FUT Champs. We could play FUT Champs. We're 11-2 right now. Grinding out hopefully another elite finish if I feel like playing all my games. I'm actually feeling good about playing the game. I haven't had any of that really super stiff gameplay of late. It's been more fun gameplay lately. Like, it's been slightly delayed but playable gameplay, so it hasn't been that huge delay. The passing's been my biggest issue of late. That's just terrible. Pretty much the whole game, every game. Now let me take a look here again at Pogba. I keep going back to Pogba. We still have that Vidal out there available. I have not done Pogba yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, brother. I was really hoping Kante would win. Kante, I would have already completed and played a match with him. Pogba, I'm just too worried about him being stiff. Dom says go for FUT Champs. Yeah, that's what we need to do, brother. Pogba. For FIFA 21, I'm not sure what they're going to do, because I've heard different rumors that with all the pandemic stuff that they haven't been able to work on it as much as they were hoping. So some people have said that it's just going to be kind of a clone of FIFA 20, just with a little bit of polish. If it's like that, that's going to be a little bit rough. I'm hoping that they will do something to improve the gameplay. I mean, the main thing we need is consistent gameplay whether it's poor, whether it's average, whether it's good. We can all adjust to it if we know what to expect. But that's the hardest thing, is that one match your passing is on target, and then the next match you can't even complete a pass from center back to center back. From center back to center back is the problem. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Always Talk Wrestling. I don't know that Pogba could play CDM. Yeah, exactly, Dom. You're exactly on the money on that. The passing has got to be more fluid in FIFA. And I understand part of what they were trying to do, because in previous FIFAs, you could be facing the other way and shoot a pass up the wing and it would still, fly up there. This year they tried to make it more, you need to be facing where you want to pass, which is fine. And I think we've all adjusted to that. But it's more still, you can be facing the person you want to pass it to, make a nice pass, and they'll still just dribble it through or dribble it to a point that you don't want to do. Snows has not played FUT Champ since Prim, the team of the season. Yeah, definitely play it. At least play it to get some of the rewards. That's generally the most rewarding game mode of all, is FUT Champs. So, it definitely needs to work out. But yeah, it snows. You're right on the money. Passing needs to be better. JGHV, I didn't see, the passing system is just terrible. That's probably my biggest complaint with the game. But yeah, I don't know if I finished my point. Yeah, Always Talk Wrestling, right on the money on that. I feel like for Pogba to be successful, he needs to be a two-way midfielder. But we have so many of those, like that Firmino's a nice two-way midfielder. Bruno would be a good two-way midfielder. But you also, to be successful in FIFA, you need a CDM or a two-way midfielder that can also play defense. You need a ball-winning CDM, and you kind of need an attacking CDM. You're going to get them. Okay, brother. You get them. I think as long as you can put them out there, I think he's just going to be so stiff in game. Kind of like that Zlatan in a way. Yeah, exactly, Dom. That's what's crazy. We've had a couple of those. We'll be streaming and we'll disconnect, but that's kind of proves it. And other streamers have that too. They're streaming and disconnect from a match, but obviously their stream is still going, so their internet is fine. But you should get about 11K from squad battles, 28K from rivals. You keep working on it, Snows. Yeah, Bruno, James, and Pogba would definitely be good, strong links, but I don't know, who would you play as your CDM in that Always Talk Wrestling? I feel like you need another, I don't think Pogba can play as a cam. I don't think he's good enough for that by any means. I think he's got to be in the, more of a CM or CDM. So I don't know for sure. Adam, brother. That's what I'm saying. When you're losing, you've got to just step away from the game and not play. It makes it, FIFA is, we've talked about this before, FIFA is very, very mental. I thought about making a video on this because showing games where I'm just not mentally into it, and I'll give up 2 goals late, and then other games where I am mentally into it and just able to come back. You can be down a little bit, you just you're better than the person you're playing, but you still can come back from it and be able to do that. But yeah, FIFA is such a mental game. When you're not into it mentally, when you have that mindset of losing, it just keeps transpiring and keeps going on. So that makes it a lot harder, brother. Yeah, that's exactly right, Snows. It's crazy. Your stream keeps going, and yet it still backs off. So this Mbappe did not sell for 999,000 coins. Still, the cheapest one's 999,000. Yeah, I don't think CDM is good, but where would you put Bruno then? I think Bruno could maybe play a central cam role. You can maybe play Bruno central cam, maybe play Pogba as a two-way midfielder. If you're going to go that route, for the Man U fans out there. Jack's going to play your games, Adam. I hear you, brother. Adam, you want to play a game, brother? You want to play me? I'll give you some pointers. Guess that's the other thing we need to do. I feel like we need to start, Dom has talked about this too, we need to start a pro clubs team. I think that would be a lot of fun. think that would be a lot of fun to have a pro clubs team just when we have these kind of lulls. Like right now, I'm just not sure what to do. I'm just kind of going back and forth because I feel like Pogba's stats are good enough. I just don't feel like he's going to play well in games. So it's that point of committing the resources to test out Pogba. Let me just try one thing too. I wonder if we could get like his FUT birthday in a draft or something, or need to test him out a little more. Yeah, I mean, if he's going to fit into your team, if you can play him as a two-way midfielder, I would say so. Let me see here. Let me see if I can. Where do I add people? See, how do I do that? Yeah, I would like to really like that would be so much fun. You know, we could just go live like now and play like some pro clubs would be a lot of fun. Let me see. I don't even know how to work some of this stuff. Oh. Yeah, I think pro clubs that would just be so much fun. It'd be so much different outside of that. I need to work on building my pro up a little more. I think I'm like 83 or 84 rated, but you can only get so high. I've only played drop-in matches before. You can only get so high before you have to play like seasons, but I think that would just be a lot of fun. We'd have to figure out where everyone would play. People would have to work on building their pro up a little bit. Let's see. Well, yeah, on the inferior, I've thought about the only thing is the PlayStation. I'm just so worried about that controller. So worried about that controller. I've thought about moving to PlayStation though, just because so many people, more people play on PlayStation. Let me see if I can figure out how. If you can get me added to Adam, go ahead, brother. Sometimes it seems like it takes a little bit. Maybe I should back out of the game. I don't know if you have to confirm anything. Just go back into it here. There's Pogba, Vidal, and Rebic. Yeah, let me try that out, Snows. That's what I'm working on now, seeing if I can log back out and in, see if that will work. I've never really done that before. Still says he's online, but all right, let's see. Says he's offline. Let me see if he's available. Okay, sounds good, Adam. Play a match against Adam, see if we can do this. Waiting for my opponent. Says I'm only 82 attack, 85 in the midfield. This is crazy. This kind of reminds me of old school FIFA here, where being able to play some of this stuff. And this is kind of the screen you used to see going into a match. Yeah, that Martial as well, Danilo. You're exactly right. I mean, you could be able to make a fairly nice Manchester United team now. You could have Rashford's team of the season at your left wing. You could have Bruno as a cam. You could have Daniel James on the right. Have Martial as your striker. Have Pogba as your two-way midfielder. If you did that, Fred would also be nice in the midfield. You've got Wan-Bissaka. You could get Harry Maguire, get De Gea. So, I mean, definitely some stuff that could be done. I've never been able to figure that either, Mythilish. I'm not sure why the player prices are cheaper on Xbox. I've never been able to figure that out. Why the PlayStation market, you would kind of think it'd either be identical or the same, but, especially on some of the high-end players, you can see some stuff. We got a good bit of latency going across the pond, but we'll see what happens. We've got all sorts of internets going up and down the pond. But also sometimes this uses what's called a P2P connection when you play like this. You can't take my Burger King kit. I wouldn't know how to play without my Burger King kit. I'd be passing to the wrong team all the time. But, sometimes even with a P2P connection, see if I can get rid of my not actively playing the game, you can have like a latency problem and still have a decent connection, even though it shows like that. Yeah, that's exactly right, James. That's one way people have been trying to play lately is that pure possession thing. To combat that, I would say trigger your offside traps when you can. So, and maybe even turn on at times that team press. Let me pause it a second, see if I can get rid of this not actively playing the game thing. Sometimes it goes away, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I think it went away that time. Okay, no, it's still on there. Come on. I've still got the you are not actively playing the game. Let me see if I can get that off. Come on, EA. What is going on? Sorry about this, Ad. I'm trying to get rid of my not actively playing the game. It usually will go away. I've had that happen a few times this year. Usually it will go away if I come back here, go into the menu. Let me just open up new chat. I don't know, do something. Still, Sean, I'm just going to have to play it like this. Just have to play it like this. Let's give Adam a go. So, like, this is one, it doesn't even feel that terrible. Good defense, Adam. Can't see some of my players. Good defense, Adam. Good job, brother. Try not to do that through ball to pass out of the back. Those are hard to complete. So just make a regular ground pass out of the back because a lot of times those through balls will not go through. Can't see all of Butragueño's moves behind my banner on game. Terrible pass out. Come on. Yeah, buddy. Almost. Good defending with your Tagliafico there. Keeping me up the wing. You're playing strong, Adam. You've got some skills, brother. It's just more about, I think, just getting into that right mindset. You've got plenty of defenders in the box. Move them around nicely. Oh, terrible pass by me. I would do the League On team of the season for sure. I mean, the Danilo is a strong card. But I mean, there's plenty of good right backs in game. But there's only a couple that can change your team around, like Neymar or Ben Yedder. Or Mbappe. That was a nice pass, Adam. Nice moves. You're playing well, brother. I wish I did not have that text on the game. Send Messi on a run there, Adam. Get him up the wing. Trigger him with your LB trigger. Nice pass. Good job, Dom. Congratulations, brother. Back into the abyss where I can't see anything. Can't see the ball. Like, this is crazy. Like, that you can play a game in FIFA like this where you cannot. You have this text box right in the middle of the game. A tall flies one in early. But you've got skills, Adam. You've got plenty of game skills to be able to progress. It's, and like I said, I've talked about this earlier. When I restarted at Christmas, I was dropped down to Division 4. So usually I was in Division 1 on my old account. Back in Division 1 now. But Division 4 players are not bad players. So even same Division 5. People have skills. I lose weekend league matches sometimes to players that I feel like aren't better skilled than me, but just are able to do certain things. So it's just more about buttoning up things, getting things down, playing your defense, finding the pass, not getting down, keeping the mental stuff up. So there's just a lot of little things to do. Getting a little bit of delay there. Okay. Oh, Verity got by me. There you go, Adam. Nice goal, brother. Can't see. No, Adam's playing good. Well, part of it, I mean, I can't see in the middle of the park here with my big text box, but Adam's got some skills. He's playing good. Slide tackle. That was a little scary. I should have got around that. But nice first half, Adam, playing strong. Nice work, James. Can't see. Thank you, Longley. Messi. Oh, gonna get another one. Oh, man. Nice, Adam. Okay, I got the ball. Terrible pass from Modric. Trying to see through that text box. Good turn from Buchigueño. Nice, brother. You got 100K pack. Yeah, that I've heard about that, Snows. Nice work, Adam. Doing awesome, brother. Ribery, come on. I couldn't see the ball, though. Come on, game. Luckily, I don't know how Dembele, what the game was like. I've had a little bit of lag on some of that stuff, lagging in and out. Luckily, Dembele was able to get that one in. Still cannot believe that I've still got this text box in the middle of the screen for this whole match. All right, Mendy in the hidden zone for me, able to get the ball. Nice press up at him. Adams playing in the hidden zone. Good save from Ter Stegen. Good defense, Adam. Yeah, I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him. Good job, Adam. Can't see that stuff right there in the middle with that, but nice turn on your Buchigueño. Jesus with a nice pick there. Hidden zone. Dembele getting one back for me. Gonna have to look a little closer, try to see in this zone in the middle. You just cannot see anything. I still can't believe an entire match that would have this text box out here. So that's the only downside about Messi. Oh, sounds good. Good job, Jack. Good defense. All right, good job. Good work, Jack. Do we get an extra time in one of these, or does it end? It'd be nice. Oh my gosh, this is so nice without the text box on the screen. Please take the text box away from me. I just cannot see anything out there with the text box. Cannot see anything. Please go away, text box. Oh, the hidden zone. Come on, get it out. All right, there we go. That was a pretty goal. Not going to hold back on Jack. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Jack, you're playing really strong, brother. You're a good player. You've certainly got the skills to get on up to gold one every week for sure, brother. And Adam, yeah, definitely will have to play soon. I'd love to see you get up there, get real consistent on some of these finishes. Would love to have been able to play the match without this text box in the middle of the screen. Now, I don't know what would be going on with that, Ellis. That's really crazy, brother. I've seen that a couple times recently where people aren't able to submit certain things. So I don't know what's going on with that, brother. Probably. Let me sub off them. Oh, I don't have any remaining pauses. Oh my gosh, I was going to sub Dembele off. I had to use all my pauses at the beginning of the match to try to clear that text box. But maybe if we get a stoppage in play, I can sub off Dembele. Oh, there we go, Dembele. Glad I didn't sub off Dembele in the end. Oh, come on. Oh my, I didn't even see that Fabinho there. That's crazy. All right, that was a lot of fun. Good game to Jack, who I was actually playing on Adam's account. That was a lot of fun. I wish we could have played without this text box in the match. But there, Dembele doing work for us again. But that was a lot of fun. We'll have to do some more stuff like that. But Jack, definitely, you've got some real skills, brother. Can definitely become a real consistent Gold 1 finisher. Start pushing towards Elite 3 for sure. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Dembele with a hat trick. Ribery and a tall with a goal. You know, we just able to pull through, went to extra time. It worked out really well. Actually had more shots than we did. Chesney had a nice save early. Verity came through with a nice goal. But that whole middle zone, I just couldn't see with that stuff, with that whole text box on my screen the whole time. But that was a lot of fun. But thought that would be a little something different to do. But anyways, boys, this is going to wrap it up. I better get off of here for now. We did earn some more stuff. Maybe we got something. Let me see if we got any packs at all from doing this. See if we got any packs from doing that. Then we'll wrap it up. Maybe you needed to do something from playing friendly matches, and I hardly ever play friendlies. There any packs in our future? No, no pack, just a badge. But, oh well. Anyways, boys, it was a lot of fun. I'm still deciding on Pogba. If you can fit him in as like a two-way midfielder, I think he could be fine, but I still worry about him being a little stiff. But if anyone tries him out, I got the win on that one. I was playing Jack on Adam's account, but we had like a text box in the middle of the screen, so it's kind of a weird match going on there. Just a lot of fun. Anyways, boys, I'll see you guys soon. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Take care. Bye.